Coming up on Network Africa, President Muhammadu Buhari gives direction for the new year. And in South Africa, President Jacob Zuma promises continued free education for impoverished families. And later, a look at the revolution of the African film and theatrics. It's the first day of the year, and you're welcome to the first edition of Network Africa in 2018. We start in Nigeria, where the president has made known his administration's resolve to chart a new direction for the economy, but also did not forget to mention his administration's achievement in the sector, particularly the effort aimed at stabilizing the exchange rate of the naira. President Muhammadu Buhari also touched on the debate for a new political direction for the nation and cautioned against a restructuring quest that could undermine the pursuit of national cohesion.
The government is slowly stabilizing the economy. It was in order to change the steady and steep decline that we adopted the more sustainable policies and programs captured in the economic recovery plan. Diversification efforts have resulted in improved output, particularly in agriculture and solid minerals sectors. The relative exchange rate stability has improved manufacturing sector performance. We have got to get used to discipline and direction in economic management. The days of business as usual are numbered. 2 years ago, I appealed to people to go back to the land. I am highly gratified that agriculture has picked up, contributing to the government's effort to restructure the economy. Rice imports will stop this year. I have kept a close watch on the ongoing debate about restructuring in court. No human law or edifice is perfect. Whatever structure we develop must periodically be perfected according to changing circumstances and the country's socio-economic developments. We Nigerians can be very impatient and want to improve our conditions faster than may be possible, considering our resources and capabilities. When all the aggregates of nationwide opinions are considered, my firm view is that our problems are more to do with process than structure. However, there is a strong case for a closer look at the cost of government and for the public services long used to extravagance, waste, and corruption to change for the better. As the election season approaches, politicians must avoid exploiting ethnicity and religion by linking ethnicity with religion and religion with politics. Such must be avoided at all costs if we are to live in harmony.
In the area of security, the president underscored the successes recorded by his administration, especially in the fight against insurgency. He affirmed the federal government's resolve to build on that achievement and tackle other criminal activities that also pose a threat to Nigeria's security. President Buhari did not end his speech without expressing gratitude to Nigerians for their support while he was on medical vacation in London last year.
The security of life and property is still top of our government's agenda. We have since beaten Boko Haram. Isolated attacks still occur, but even the best policed countries cannot prevent determined criminals from committing terrible acts of terror, as we have seen during the first years in Europe, Asia, Middle East, elsewhere in Africa and America. Our government remains determined to protect all Nigerians in line with our election pledge and promises. With regard to rampant cases of kidnappings, we are taking immediate short-term measures to combat this new evil creeping in our societies. Tighter police measures and swift and severe punishment for those proved to be engaged in kidnapping are on the way. With respect to Niger Delta, government is still engaging responsible leadership of the communities to help in identifying and addressing genuine grievances of the region. Let me again express my heartfelt thanks to all Nigerians who prayed for me during my illness last year. I feel deeply humbled by your prayers and good wishes, and I am more determined than ever to serve you to the best of my ability.